Welcome back. I don't think I have any extraneous video footage for you today. Sorry. Anyway, let's talk about the first time I ever reduced my lens prescription. Now, first time I ever reduced my lens prescription was stupid. I had no idea what I was doing. It was way before its time. And I didn't do any research, and it wasn't very internet-y at that time. And I'm gonna skip the big backstory, but I had enough. And I went to an optometrist and I got a -3 prescription for both eyes. And I went to Laos the next day. I went to Laos. I went on my first ever trip to Laos. And it was some little town, and I arrived after dark. Bus ride. It was a long bus ride in the end, like crossing the border, and this little dinky town, and aggressive street dogs everywhere. Like it was not really a great first impression. And I was wearing these -3s, and for reference, the optometrist said I needed -5. I was wearing -4.25, I think. I had over 1 diopter astigmatism correction. There was a diopter ratio, like both my eyes were not the same, neither spherical nor cylinder. And I just went -3 all around. It was a mess. It was a mess. And hindsight, don't do that. Don't do things like that. And because I was stuck in Laos at the time, I had no choice. Like that's what I was wearing. That's all I had. And I remember I got a motorbike taxi guy to help me find a hotel, like you know, like a little, it was like $5 or less, a little guest house shack. But I mean, it was dark, like I couldn't read like street signs or see street signs or anything. So it was just like, he just drove me around and we found a place and I stayed there. And then I was wearing these -3s, and not these, because these are something much less, but it was rough. It was rough. And I remember it took me a long time to get anywhere near decent vision with -3, but I did. I eventually did. And the thing is, sometimes my personality type is like a bulldog, like one of those, whatever those dogs are that just, you know, like if I'm persistent, you probably know just looking at the site long enough, I don't give up, I don't quit. And I was just like, it's -3 or nothing. Like that was my attitude. And eventually I started doing a lot of research, and I started seeing optometrists, and I started traveling specifically to find people with opinions. And all the stuff you see here is the result of a lot of discovery. I mean, what seems freaking simple today, like you read this site and you're like, duh, yeah, that's how it works. The site, Endmyopia, link below. Just, it seems super simple, but if you don't know, right? If you don't even know what you don't know, it's not simple. Like it, and without the internet especially, man, it was probably one of the hardest things I've done. And today you can do the same thing with practically no effort. I mean, you can use me as a guide. You can use a blog for all the free stuff. Now there's YouTube videos. I'm on Quora answering questions. Like, so simple now. So freaking simple. But don't go from, when you need a -5, don't go to a -3, skipping everything else, because that's stupid. Like, you're putting yourself through a lot that you don't need to, because your eye adjusts with the correct stimulus, with reducing your close-up strain, with knowing what you're doing, with having active focus. There's a consistent rate of reduction that is about the same for most people. So knowing that you can reduce like a diopter a year, why take more off? It just, taking more off reduces your diopter bubble, which I talk about in another video. And there's no benefit to jumping ahead. It was rough. Laos trip was rough. learn, know what you're doing before you start doing it, is my advice. And my advice also is to like this video and, you know, subscribe to the channel and comment. Like, where are you at? Watching this video, I'm curious, like, what is your story? Like, are you just watching? Are you casually, did you just click it through here? If you watched all the way to the end especially, like, how does this affect you? I'm curious. Let me know below. See you in the next one.
Tell me about this.
The latest rage for kids is driving parents and entire neighborhoods crazy. Crazy. Crazy.